G'day.
G'day.
Thanks for stopping by. Well, we're in Nhulunbuy in East Arnhem Land.
Yeah, we made it. What a trip in.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But in this video, what we wanted to share with you was actually Nulunbuy itself, the town of Nulunbuy and what's around here. Now there's a couple of caravan parks here and a little shopping strip and a few other bits and pieces around the place, so
Yeah.
come and join us as we show you around Nulunbuy.
And there's quite a bit to do around Nulunbuy actually. You don't have to go very far to find things to do.
No, plenty of activities. We spent the first week of our stay in Nulunbuy at the Walkabout Lodge. It costs $45 per night with power and water. Now they don't allow pets at this campground. The sites are tucked away in one corner of the property.
But because the sites followed the curved fence line, they were quite narrow at the front.
One of the really nice things about this particular park is the amenities. It's got it's only a small little block here. Mind you, there's only a dozen sites, so it doesn't need to be big. Men's and ladies. And it's got a washing machine and dryer. I think it's $4 a load for the washing.
$6.
Apparently been corrected, $6 a load for the washing.
$6 $1 coins, so come armoured with $1 coins. As a guest of the campground, you have access to the resort's facilities, including the restaurant and pool.
Pool area looks really nice.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, so the corrugations managed to do some damage to the fridge. Just under here on the door, you can see this is broken off here, so it's just barely hanging in there, which means that the panel drops off. But with the door closed, it sort of holds it in place, so it'll be fine till we get back. We've also got a bit of damage where this one's dropped as well, so you can push it up, but it obviously doesn't stay up, it just drops back down again. But it doesn't appear down the bottom that that's broken, so we've got it booked into Dometic in a couple of weeks to actually try and get the fridge finally fixed with the problem we've been having for months. But anyway, when we're out there with that, we're going to have a look at the doors for us as well, so hopefully we get that all fixed up again. I found a tyre power outlet here in Nulunbuy to have a look at the tyre and see if we can't get that slow leak repaired. Bit nervous about how much it's going to cost, but anyway, I need it to get back. It was in the industrial estate right near town, and they got onto it straight away. Well, that's it, all fixed. And it wasn't too bad actually, $35 to get the puncture repaired. So I was pretty happy with that. I had on the Udadata track, it cost me $80 to get it fixed out there, so $35 is quite a bargain.
So there's a few walks around here in Nulunbuy. We're hoping to do a few of them. There's about 4 of them, and this one is called the what's it called? Guru?
It's called the Town Lagoon Walk.
That's it, the Town Lagoon Walk. So apparently there's a walk in the wetlands. So we're off to do it. It would be so easy to drop your guard when it comes to crocs up here, but signs like this remind you of the risks.
This is the Town Lagoon Walk. It's 3.1 kilometres, and I reckon it'll take you about an hour. Just on a sandy track, it's pretty flat. Should be easy enough. Let's do it. Now, I've been on a few town walks, but this one really is spectacular. And it's walking distance from the Walkabout Lodge.
The trail is easy to walk and follows the edge of the lagoon. The trees and bushes provide a barrier from any crocs that might be lurking in the water.
And they've got a bird hide along here as well, so if we're quiet, let me see something. The traditional name for this place is Nhulunbuy wetlands. The lagoon was an important source of fresh water and food for the Yolngu. Alright, so this is the end of the walk, the little loop at the top of the thing here.
Yeah.
As you can see here, there's a disused croc trap in there. hasn't been used for a while. That one has got a bit of grass growing through it.
Oh, goodness.
So hopefully they weren't relying on that to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, but I think, you know, Paul, you just got to be careful here. It looks very crocodilous.
You don't take chances up here.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Nulunbuy is a private mining town residing on Aboriginal land. It was established in the 1960s to serve the nearby bauxite mining.
The next walk we did was to the Ray Marika Lookout, located at the summit of Nulun, a sacred site of great significance to the Yolngu people.
And is the hill from which the Nhulunbuy township gets its name. The lookout is easy to access, with a sealed road taking you to the base of the lookout.
So here, we've walked along the street here, through the track there, up to here, go up, back, and then we'll go around here, back to the park.
And the town centre.
Ooh,
Oh no, the town centre's here.
bit more of a walk up the top. So this one we're on now is a 3 kilometre, or nearly 4 kilometre walk actually, 3.9
Wow.
kilometres.
Wow.
I reckon an hour and a half, and there's a bit of climbing at the end. We get up to the lookout, so look forward to having checked that out.
Yeah.
So even in town, like this walk, which is right in town, you need a permit to actually access this.
Yeah.
So not only do you need the transit permit, but to even look at some of the things in Nhulunbuy, you actually need the visitor's access permit or the recreation permit.
Which is the same thing, so we've learned.
Mm.
Although it's incredibly confusing when you're looking which permits you need to buy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but our recreation permit allows us to go up here and have a look.
Oh gosh. Hopefully it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have to GoPro captures it, but this is quite steep.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Win, you can do it. Ah, we made it to the top of the hill here. Next, we'll go and have a look up the top of the tower. So, a few flights of stairs. Whew. There's interpretive signage that tells a brief history of the region and the Yolngu story of the spirit man. At the top of the lookout, there's a spectacular panoramic view of the town lagoon, Gove Harbour and the coastline, and Nhulunbuy town itself.
The town is pretty well resourced, with 2 shopping hubs either side of town, schools and a hospital. This shopping centre is the bigger one and has a medium-sized Woolies, a chemist, a Westpac bank, a couple of variety stores, a couple of takeaway food shops and a BWS.
There's also a BP fuel station in town. If you do get to visit Nulunbuy and looking for a good feed, then we can highly recommend the Kamayan Cafe.
Lovely laksas and sushis.
Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you, enjoy. And here's your hot chili.
Thanks. Now generally at seaside cafes you would expect to be fighting off seagulls, but here it's cockadoos. I was reading that the mining up here is scheduled to cease in 2030, and you've got to wonder what'll happen to this town then. Our visit to Nulunbuy has coincided with the East Arnhem Live Festival. So up at the Oval, walking distance from where we're staying, is a whole night of live music. And we can hear it quite clearly from the caravan park, so
It's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd go and check it out and have a look who's playing.
Absolutely. We got there just in time to witness a welcome to country and a smoking ceremony. The night was a blend of local artists and their music, as well as more contemporary musicians. It was quite a hive of activity and a lot of fun. We felt very fortunate to be here and experience East Arnhem Live.
Wow, what a great night.
I don't know if you can see this, but there is thousands upon thousands of bats going past. Look at that. That is just a phenomenal amount of bats.
Right, today we're moving from the Walkabout Lodge out to the Gove Boat Club. It's only about
15 minutes?
10-15 minutes, yeah, it's not far. So, as we said, we couldn't get in until the end of August. So now we're going to spend a few weeks up there.
Yeah.
Even here in Nulunbuy, they practice these cool burns.
The Gove Boat Club is right on the water's edge at Inverell Bay. It's a beautiful setting for a stay while you check out the region.
The other morning I saw a croc swim past about 10 metres offshore. Seems like we were the only ones here without a boat. There's around 25 grass sites here, and when the place is full it can get a bit squishy.
They have a small amenities block with a few washing machines available to use. Always looked clean and tidy, and the washing machines were $5. Here we are at the boat clubhouse for dinner. Paul's reading the menu at the moment.
Very nice Parma and blackened barra.
Very good.
So neither of the caravan parks in Nulunbuy have a dump point, but there is one in town. It's the only one. You get a bit of a queue here sometimes as you're trying to empty your cassette. And you can get drinking water here too, but I'm not sure that I'd be that interested in getting drinking water from the same place that actually do the dump. So, but anyway, I suppose if you had to, you had to. So down past the golf club, there's 3 beaches you can get to. There's Cape Wirrawai, Middle Beach and East Woody Point. And they just follow the coast around here at Nulunbuy. Beautiful looking beaches. The first beach we visited was Cape Wirrawai. It's only 5 kilometres from Nulunbuy. We heard it's a popular fishing spot in the afternoons. On the eastern side of the beach near the point, you can walk up the sand dunes and get a high viewpoint. And apparently it's one of the best seats in Nulunbuy to take in the spectacular sunrise or sunset.
Then just a bit further up is Middle Beach. This is where they host the annual Nhulunbuy Beach Volleyball Tournament, apparently.
You getting into it, Wen?
Maybe not. Here we are at East Woody Point. Oh my goodness, what an amazing place.
The walk over to the point takes about 10 minutes along a sand spit, where you can walk up the rocks for a better view of Melville Bay and the coastline behind you. But be aware, at high tides the sand can get covered, making the Cape Point into an island.
Now someone saw a dugong here the other day. I don't know if we're going to be lucky enough to see a dugong, but you know what? You can only hope. This is one place where you can watch the sunrise and sunset over the ocean. Just magnificent. Talk about spoilt for choice.
How often can you get to places like this and the only footprints in the sand are yours?
Not often incredible. In my experience, eh?
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it is.
Interestingly, you can get veggies delivered by Darwin Organics. Get it delivered out to Nulunbuy. They'll put on the Sea Swift barge and send it over. So anyone wanting organic fruit and veggies, you're right out here at Nulunbuy, you get it that way. So we've actually put an order in a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, we picked it up today from Sea Swift out here at Nulunbuy.
Every 2 weeks, Darwin Organics will deliver to Nulunbuy.
It costs an extra $27 to have it delivered.
Yep, it does. Yep.
But if it means you get your organic fruit and veg,
yeah. Then about 15 minutes out of town, along a sealed road, you can visit the Buku Art Centre at Yirrkala.
The Art Centre is an unassuming building, but once inside it comes alive with an enormous range of arts and culture. There's information on the region, the significance of the art and its history. It's certainly well worth a visit. I was reading that it was the art from here in Yirrkala that gave the Indigenous Australian art global recognition. They also have an online store. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out.
They also have a small community store here, but we think most people go into Nulunbuy for their shopping.
Well, we had still had a bit of time up our sleeves, so we decided to call into Rainbow Cliff to check it out. That road wasn't made. In fact, it was heavily corrugated and in places resembled a four-wheel drive track.
There is a picnic area at the end of the track with some great views over the coast and Rainbow Cliff. Rainbow Cliff is a sacred site to the people of this region, and they have requested that people do not climb Rainbow Cliff.
And we also found that they ask you not to post images of Rainbow Cliff on social media. So we're just showing you the rest of the area. Still worth a visit, but you'll have to come here yourself if you want to check out Rainbow Cliff. This is the Dawu story of Bakara, the long-necked turtle that came out of the freshwater billabong behind Rainbow Cliff. It is said that the cliff is his final resting place, and that is why it's considered a sacred site.
But all of this within 15 minutes of Nulunbuy.
Today we are off to Bremer Island.
We are.
Off on the dinghy, the boat or whatever it is across to the island.
Boat.
So, yeah, looking forward to spending the day over there.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to be like, but people who've been have told us that they've had a good day. So we're just going for a day trip, and there's the boat over there. No, not the little one. The orange one. I hope.
It's about a 45-minute boat ride over to Bremer Island. It was pretty choppy the day we went. First stop, cafe for a cuppa. This boat's seen better days, but the gazebo here looks alright. There is a map up here at the cafe that shows you the walks and boundaries for activities. So we're going to try out this walk up here. We're going to wander around here, see if we can spot some turtles, over the rocks, around, and back up here. Just in time for lunch. So it's a bit of a sandy trail up to the top of the dunes here. Good way to kick it off, downhill all the way back. The walk along the beach was just incredible. The soft sand and the azure waters of the Arafura Sea. On the way back, there are some beautiful rock pools to check out. Then it was time for lunch at the cafe.
Calamari salad. Gluten free, that made it for me.
Fish burger apparently.
Fish burger.
Well, I don't know what happened to the bun.
Look at the view that we've got, eh? Wow. What a place to have lunch.
We had about an hour left, so headed down to the beach for a swim. How's this? First time since we've been up here in Darwin, actually been in the water. Hard way to do things, isn't it?
Isn't it nice though, being in the water?
I think Bremer Island is certainly worth a visit.
Yeah.
So you can actually stay on Bremer Island for the night. It's quite expensive to stay here.
Yeah.
But you get these little cabin things that overlook the waters in front of the bay here. Oh, it's such a beautiful spot.
I'm going to
Yeah.
a little bit beyond our budget, maybe.
slightly out of our range. But the day trip, how much did it cost us to get over here?
$140 each.
Comfy?
Yep. What a view. Did I hear them say there was a shark out there?
A small shark.
Apparently there was a reef shark.
One of those purpley...
We saw a blue-spotted ribbon-tail ray swimming in the shallows. And just like that, it was time to head back to the boat club. On Bremer Island, they have snorkeling gear available to use, and you can help yourself to the kayaks. This ship highlights the contrast of Nulunbuy's remoteness with its commercial significance.
Well, Len, what an exciting adventure it's been already.
There is so much to do at Nulunbuy that I wasn't even aware of.
Yeah, and all we've done is explore town. We cannot wait to share with you looking around some of the region here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's next.
Yep. But for this time, I hope you've enjoyed us showing you around Nulunbuy and what there is to see and do up here. If it inspires you, fantastic. If you've just enjoyed it, that's great also. So hopefully you can join us next time as we continue to explore this region.
Can't wait.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye for now.
Bye.